increase your chance at successfully enhancing gear.
For arcade or BDO?
No, BDO.
I have no clue.
It's either on KR or Russia. I think it's on KR. And it's like, it's a cash shop item, and it increases your chances to successfully enhance items. It's like, it gives you extra fail stacks.
Okay, that is really sad.
As long as they don't do something stupid like that, I'm fine with it. But if they do, oh man, that will suck so badly.
Definitely. Like, I gotta be honest though, if they make this game pay to win in any way, because it's not right now, then I would not even consider quitting. Like, this game is so good. It is really, really good. So, at the same time, having a pay to win game would be very bad. And I can see, okay, I gotta be honest here. When I go to the marketplace, escape marketplace, you see one small tab in the top that is not there, which is the tab for marketplace items.
Yeah.
Which means, like, it kind of gives me a hint. Is there a marketplace item tab coming in? Or, you know, it's kind of scary. So, not sure what's going to come in the future.
Nah,
like,
I reckon they've just removed it from the UI.
Right.
Like they did
but
on
still,
like Zero
you know, it's kind of scary.
They wouldn't do that, man. Nah, they wouldn't do that to us, man.
I don't know, would they? From what I heard when the game came out for an aim for you, they said that the cash shop items is not tradable or like not sellable for the marketplace, which means you cannot sell your cash shop items on marketplace. But how about the future? Like, is it gonna come in, or what are their plans? That's something that worries me a lot, to be honest.
Well, I just hope I hope that the company is making enough money, and I'm sure they are, because I don't know about you, I've spent at least €100 on top of buying the game already. You know,
I have spent 60 on top of buying the game, which was 100.
There you go. So that's like that's in a month and a half. That's more than any game subcharges. So, and I know a lot of people that have spent far more than that.
Oh, I see people in my chats putting in screenshots of thousands of euros and dollars that they're like buying, you know, stuff. So definitely.
So I don't think there's any need to do a cash grab, and they're not so far, really. Like, the only thing that everyone went mad about with the cash grab, and please, we are not having a discussion about this, I can't do it anymore, is the ghillie suit. But, oh man, like, everyone was like, cash grab, and I was like, not really, you know, but okay. And now I'll have comments on my video saying, you're pretending like ghillie suits are okay, and you're wearing one, you're part of the problem. Always happens. Every video.
Wow.
Every video.
Okay, so what I do sometimes, or most of the time, when I PvP, I try to equip my fishing suits.
To be funny.
Why do I do that? So people can't like talk shit, because there's people always coming in saying, you win in PvP because you have a ghillie suit. Then I put on my fishing suit, which is pretty much useless in PvP. And people can't really complain anymore. Which basically proves my points, where ghillie suit is nice to have, but it's nothing crazy. And people overthink too much about the ghillie suit, thinking it's something critical when it comes to PvP. Yeah. It's not really, you know.
But those fishing, that fish suit though, the fucking swim speed hacks, pay to swim, mate.
Pay to swim, man. There you go.
Outplaying people, outplaying.
There you go.
So the only other thing really that I had sort of like on the agenda to discuss today is castle sieges. Now, what guild are you in?
Evil? I'm playing in Evil right now, yes.
Okay, and are you a big guild? Are you 100 out of 100 kind of guild?
Let me have a look right now. We have 82 people.
Okay, and is it a plan for you guys to go for castles that you know?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What are did you ever do castle sieges on Korea?
I've done, I think, one. I'm not sure though. Like, it was like kind of Guild War versus Siege, not really a siege, I guess.
Okay. And what were your thoughts on it? Did you enjoy it?
I haven't really experienced it too much, but I've seen videos, and from the videos, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it myself. Like, I'm really looking forward to it, and I was thinking it's gonna come out, in the beginning of Mediah, I guess. So a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't came out. And from what I heard, it's because of desync issues. Like, they're trying to fix issues involving desync, and then.
Well, I don't even think it was just because of desync. They were saying that in order for the servers to handle the load of Guild Wars, we're going to have to upgrade our servers. Because you imagine the load that would have on a server, having 800 people in a concentrated area of a game. On somewhere like Jordan, it's probably going to be over 1,000 people.
Right.
Because how many big guilds do you have on Jordan? Like, what, at least like 20, I would guess.
Oh, we have a lot. I don't even know how much, to be honest.
Let's have a look on here. Right, so guilds with over like 90 members. Yeah, even our Care Bear server has at least 20 guilds with like 100 members. So I'm sure your server's going to have like 50.
We have pages full right now.
Yeah.
Pages full.
So it's going to be a massive load on the server. So I'm glad that they sorted it out before it came to it, and all the servers crashed. And they're like, yeah, sorry guys, servers weren't good enough. So that's kind of reassuring. But are you hyped for them? Because that's one of the main things. I must say is when the game first came out, I was so excited for Castle Sieges. I was like, oh my god, it's going to be the only reason I play Mediah. It's going to be the best thing in the game, and oh, I can't wait to do it. And it's all I want to do. Bring out Castle Sieges now. But as time has gone on and I've learned more and more about the game, I'm not that fussed about Castle Sieges. Yes, I'm excited for them, but they're no longer the #1 reason. I mean, I might find them the best thing in the world. Maybe my opinion will change after I've done it. But as it stands right now, I wouldn't care if they didn't bring out Castle Sieges for another 3 months.
I agree. Like first, I was really hyped for them. Like I was really looking forward, but now I feel like there's so much to do. Like so much to do. The Castle Sieges are like nice to have, and node bars and such, but they're not something that I really need to have right now. So I could wait another month, I guess, and still be satisfied. But having Castle Sieges in the game right now would still be cool, and I'm looking really forward to play with the Castle Sieges. It's gonna be fun, I'm sure.
The first one is gonna be absolutely ridiculous. It will be.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun. It will be an awful lot of fun. The first one, I'm curious to see how they go about doing it, because obviously no one's gonna own the castle. So is it gonna be like a massive bloodbath on the, like, you know, on the plains around the castle, or I don't know. I have no idea how it's gonna work. I'm literally just guessing here. But it will be interesting to see how they work out. And are we going to get siege equipment on the first castle? Are we going to be able to get the defense turrets and the traps and everything?
Right, I've heard stuff, I'm not sure if it's true. I've heard stuff about the cannons, that you can actually make cannons right now.
Yeah, you can.
But not use them. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we can, you know, get all the equipment that we need for the wars, the node wars and castle wars. So I don't know. We gotta have a look, really. There is elephants. So for the Korean version, there's elephants that you can use for Castle Sieges. It's really cool.
That's in Valencia.
I don't know when it's coming out. The Valencia, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
We gotta wait for that.
But that will be interesting. Get your own elephant and then tame it, and then get a wham elephant, and it will ruin everything.
It sounds really cool.
But it will, when it does come out, it will be the first siege will be, oh man, it will be fucking chaos. We were doing Guild v Guild just for fun the other day, and there were 4 guilds there. So there were only about 300 of us in total, maybe even less. No, maybe less than that. Maybe 250 of us in total on both sides. And I couldn't play my computer on anything more than freaking optimization crop mode. And my computer's not shit. My computer's pretty good. Like, it's not like the best thing in the world, but by no means is it like a potato. So what the hell's a Castle Siege going to do to my computer? It's going to like...
I'm guessing we need channels. Like, I'm not sure how it's going to be with capturing nodes and castles, but I'm guessing we need more channels in a way, or like a way to divide people, not have all the people on one channel or like one place. I don't know how it's going to be for us in EU.
Well, the way I understand it happens is Castle Sieges and Node Wars take part on different days. So I think it's Castle Sieges are Saturdays and Node Wars are Thursdays, maybe? I can't remember the exact date.
Okay.
And every Castle Siege takes place at the same time. So Calfian, Heidel, I don't know if we're going to have Mediah Castle. I don't know if that's one's going to be available for us on the first Castle Siege. But yeah, those ones, they all take place at the same time on different channels, as far as I'm aware. So you can't go for all the castles. You can only go for one. So, like, for example, Leviathan would go for fucking Calfian or whatever. And let's say Nihilum would go for Heidel. We wouldn't cross paths with them because we would be at the 2 different castles at the different times, so we would never fight them.
Right.
And that's what I'm hoping doesn't happen, that we all pick different castles. And we all turn up to this castle, we're like, well, boys, now we're only fighting versus like another 50 people.
Then again, the problem comes in where it's high pop versus low pop, because there's going to be a couple guilds on your server controlling most things. And on our server, there's going to be guilds at every single place, like big guilds, you know? So, I don't know. It's like kind of same issue again, you know? But I do know what you're saying. I totally agree with you. Like, that will be sucking, having guilds which are big divided between this one castle and the other, because it kind of makes no sense. Then you're going to have, I know big guilds not fighting each other. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. But then again, that's because of the servers. It's not because of guilds or whatever. So yeah.
It'll be interesting. Hang on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they announced that it would happen on Channel of each region. So if you want to take on Calfian, you have to go to Calfian C1 or whatever. If you want, you know, Mediah, you go to Mediah 1. You know, the Mediah 1. That's how I think it's going to happen. Again, I haven't got the post in front of me right now, so please don't take what I'm saying as like, you know, fact for anyone that's listening to this.
Same for me.
Yeah, like, everything I'm giving here is pretty much an opinion on what I think is going to happen. I haven't got, like, a fact spreadsheet out at the moment. Trust me, people will be like, "Oh, but you said." Oh, yeah, but man, I said I think.
Yeah.
I put the word. I put the very safe words "I think" in front, just so this wouldn't happen. But damn, man, still feels bad, man. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting how it all turns out. But I think it should be good. They haven't really had. They've done pretty well so far. Like this, except from the giving us an expansion with barely any notice. Besides that, I think they've done pretty well in terms of listening to the player base and everything. They've fixed a few issues. They've changed some stuff that people weren't happy with. And I think it's gone quite well. I mean, they may have overkilled it a bit when people, way back, people were like, "Oh yeah, we want world bosses." And then BDO were like, "Oh, you want world bosses? Oh, we'll give you fucking world bosses. We'll give you so many world bosses that you're going to wish you didn't have world bosses." But, like, they did listen to us. Like, that people wanted some PvE elements. They were like, "Oh yeah, have all these world bosses that will be on these spawn timers and everything."
Then again, that's an issue for me because I feel like that's a good thing and a bad thing. I've heard people say on the forums that the people who give the information over from the forums over to developers to change the game for us in NAU are taking things too literal. So when people say, "I don't want to PvP when I'm PvEing," that doesn't make sense in this game. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. So there's like polls up right now.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like what?
Oh man.
So, it's so confusing.
So for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, there is a poll currently going on BDO, the BDO forums, and it's basically to say, do you want to keep the PvP system as it is, or do you want to somewhat adopt the Korean system, which is more harsh for PKing, by the way.
100%.
And apparently there was something along the lines of having an option to opt out of PvP via request. No, you can only do PvP if you opt in via request or something. That was it, wasn't it?
I don't know. Never heard of that, but could be. Sounds really bad, but could be.
Yeah, it was something weird like that. And I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me?
It defeats the purpose of this game. Like, it makes no sense at all. You're supposed to go to areas and fight each other, right? That's what this game is about, so stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Some guy got angry at me because I attacked him yesterday because he was stealing my well, I say stealing, it was free game until I attacked him. He was taking loads of wolves that I was trying to farm to get blood to craft stuff. And I attacked him. Well, I asked him to leave and then he didn't listen, so I attacked him and then he told me I'm a dick for attacking someone whilst they're gathering. And I'm like, "Yo, dude, you're on a game where we can openly flag for PvP, you know that, yeah? Like, I didn't break any rules by doing that. Like, if you don't want to fight, then go to a different channel." Like,
I don't even want to start of the comments that I've heard. Like, it is really bad. Some people get so mad over the game. I've had the sickest comments you can imagine in game because I kill people over grinding spots. So I totally know what you're saying, man.
It's weird. The only thing I agree with is sort of gentleman's code more than anything, is to not kill people whilst they're AFK. I can understand that, but at the same time, if you're fishing in a golden spot and you're in a war zone and a guild you're fighting against come along and they kill you, I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens. You know, like, it's, you know, you're allowed to kill each other. It's not, you know, I don't know.
Right. I mean, I know what you mean, but at the same time, I don't agree with that at all, because it's kind of weird. Because if one guild is focusing on you and killing you the whole time when they see you, because either they don't like you or they don't want you to farm there or grind there, then if you see them AFK somewhere, you really don't care about killing them. Like, for me, I don't care if I kill someone who's AFK or was like.
You're an AFK fisher killer, aren't you?
I'm not an AFK fisher killer, but like an AFK killer when it comes to people I don't like.
Right,
if someone's walking around somewhere like AFK and this person kills me for no reason, then I'll go ahead and kill that person. I don't care at all. You know, so it's kind of, you get what you give, and if you get something you don't deserve, then don't cry, because it's game mechanics. You can't kill AFKers. It's
of
part
course
of the
you
game.
can. Yeah.
So,
It may not be the most honourable thing to do, but they're not breaking any rules by doing it.
Exactly.
You may think they're a bit of a dickhead, but there's no point of calling them like, you know, saying, oh, you know, you're such a dick and you're ruining the game and all this, because they're doing what the, you know, they're doing what's within the mechanics. So,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I got. Okay, sorry, that really confused me.
So good.
Yeah, sorry, someone linked me something, and I normally I don't look at links when I'm doing these, but it was something about a tier 7 horse, so that kind of distracted me.
Alright.
And someone actually, I've had like quite a few whispers now, saying, "Have you seen about the tier 7 horse?" Tier 7
That's
horse.
That's big news for you.
It is. This is my dream, man.
Didn't you have like the best tier 6 horse or something?
Yeah, fastest tier 6, and yeah, the fastest tier 6 you can get with drift and instant acceleration.
That is really cool.
I don't get what that means. Someone's just linked a screenshot saying a fine horse has been born in the stables.
Alright.
I don't know what that means. Okay, well.
I call Photoshop.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I think now. Even if I get photo proof, I'll be like, yeah, it's bullshit. It's fake.
Exactly.
Even if there's literally a picture there showing a tier 7 horse, I'll be like, yeah, that's Photoshop. Even if I see someone in the game stood in front of me with a tier 7 horse, I'll be like, no, Photoshop. Yeah, you're Photoshopping, you're hacking the client and Photoshopping within the game somehow. I just won't believe it. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the things that we had to talk about today. But before we call it, should we, let's check with any of your guys, check with any of my guys. Guys, do you have any questions that you want to ask? Any things you want us to talk about a little bit, or, you know?
Let us know, guys. Any questions, let us know.
Shoot them at us. Shoot them at us. My precious tier 7.
I'm seeing this. If you had one server without channels, it would be more easy to with sieges. In my opinion, same like Lineage 2. I have never played Lineage 2, so I'm not sure. But I feel like having one server without channels would be cool. But at the same time, a really big mess. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, to be honest.
Could they handle it, though? Like,
I don't think so.
Could the servers actually legitimately handle that?
No, not at all.
Having that many people logged into one oh man, it would be fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Apparently people get a notification in the system chat when a horse tiers higher than tier 7 is born. Oh man, this means we're gonna have to start breeding. Well, seriously, I will be able to. My tier 6 horse is, one of mine's 26 now, and I've got another tier 6 horse, so I'll breed that and I'll be able to.
Damn.
Yeah, right. I've been going hard. I'm running around at the moment with a 20% horse scroll on, and with my breeder's clothing too, so that I can level them up quickly.
Oh, that's really cool. I think there's like a actual training costume coming in for increased XP. It's
the
cool
cash shop one, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the one that's like your classic horse riders outfits.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sweet. Will this be a highlight? This will be going on my YouTube channel, guys. Don't worry if you have missed half the discussion or all of the discussion or whatever. I will be whacking it up on YouTube. So yeah, feel free to check it out there. I will have it up on there tomorrow. I'll get up for. So I'm just trying to see. What's the fastest, least boring way to level? See, horse questions. Here we go. What's the fastest, least boring way to level high tier horses? There isn't really. What I'm doing is the fastest way. You run around the map as fast as you can, and you pop XP scrolls. That is the quickest way to do it. There's no other way to do it. Now, I don't know if things are going to change when racing comes out and everything. We'll just have to see what they do with that. But for now, yeah, I don't know. Have you...
Someone asked this. Does Wiggle regret not going Jordan?
Do I regret not going Jordan? No, not in the slightest.
Alright.
Because I love leading guilds. It's something I've always enjoyed doing. And I wanted to not have to take experienced players. So I didn't want to take people... I didn't want to be like, yep, you can only join if you've played on career and everything. Because my concern was I knew Jordan was going to have a lot of experienced players on it. Did a lot of your guild play on career?
Not too much. I guess a couple people.
Oh, okay. Just a couple. Okay, fair enough. Because guilds for like Olliston, Grind, and all that. Not Olliston. That.
Yes.
Freaking Avalon. Sorry. Avalon, Grind. There's another evil one on your... Evil Mind, is it? I think.
I'm not sure, but it's Grind for sure from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Like, very experienced players, which means if you're experienced and you're a hardcore gamer, you're going to get very far.
Exactly. And this is what I didn't... I wanted to be able to take in sort of like the more casual player that wants to be able to learn the game and have fun at their own pace. So
that makes very much sense.
Yeah, I think if we went on Jordan, well, no, I don't think. I know if we went on Jordan, we would have been stomped into the fucking ground.
100%.
So going on Croxus has given my guys all a chance to learn to play the game at their own pace, have fun with it, and all that. So I don't regret my choice going on Croxus at all. Also, I think that if I went on Jordyne, I would. Do you get stream harassed very much or not really?
Quite so.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't mind though. I laugh at it.
Yeah, see, you're a ranger though. I'm a witch, man. Like.
Oh, feels bad.
Yeah, if I come across anything 1v1, I pretty much die unless it's, well, maybe a ranger actually. I can sometimes kill rangers, but everything else I get fucked by. So yeah.
I see.
This is why I want a warrior, just so I can like block everything and run away. And, like,
oh man, I've heard good things about warriors.
They're so annoying. Like they're not.
So
I don't think they're broken. I don't think they're broken. But
there is no broken class. That's the cool thing.
Arguably, Sorks in small scale PvP.
I don't know. It's strong, but it's not broken really.
Oh come on, it's a little bit. Come on.
I'll tell you, Sorks can get a nerf. 100%. Sorks can get a nerf, and I would think it's a good thing.
Okay.
But I don't think it's broken. That's the cool thing about this game. It's very balanced. Like, there is no OP or whatever, you know? There's balanced classes, and if you're good at your class and you have gear, you're fine. So I think it's really cool.
Okay, yeah. Oh man.
Alright.
Someone just said they can come stream snipe me if they want. I was like, no, please. Actually, no, wait, yes. You have to catch me first. I'm on my horse. It's fine.
Nice one.
I'm just dashing around. So someone just asked, hang on. So, this is probably a question more for me than you. I don't know. Have you ever played a Witcher or a Wizard? Like,
I have played nothing of
okay.
Like, I've played a Ranger and a Blader, a Ranger, Plum, so Mediah, and I've played a Kunoichi, that's all.
Right, okay. Because someone just asked me what I think of the Witches and Wizard Awakening. I think it's really cool that they've differentiated between the two classes, as long as they balance it and one is not noticeably better than the other one. For example, as it stands at the moment, lightning spells are far better than fire spells. So I hope they don't keep it like that, and then the one of the classes is then gimped because they get the shitty awakening. I hope when they bring the new skills out and everything, they sort of like rethink it and rebalance it. Someone's asked us, what are our thoughts on player trading, or lack of, essentially.
I really hope it never comes in. That makes the game so special from others. You can't trade silver or gear or whatever, so it makes the game where you have to progress on your own. Like, there's no carrying. You can't go up to someone and say, can I get your gear? And I'll pay you real life money. Like, pretty much pay to win. It makes this game really special, unique, and really cool. So yeah. I like it.
I never want them to add player trading in the game. Like, I was one of those people that hated it when it first came out. I was like, that is such a stupid mechanic. I can't believe you can't trade. Like, what the fuck?
I agree.
But when you actually think about it, yes, it does some damage. It alienates people from being able to do things as a guild, like, hey, let's all build a boat together, and that kind of stuff. But the positives drastically outweigh the negatives, for me at least, anyway.
I mean, there's good things and bad things, and for me, having a game where you pretty much progress on your own, that's a really good thing. So I like that, personally.
Yeah, like, you can't get carried, like you say.
Right. What is your favorite awakening?
Wow, actually, I talk about this a lot in my stream, and it has to be that's released so far. I mean, it could change when the Witch one comes out. It could be amazing. But Warrior, by a long way.
I would say Sork by a long, long way. Man, Sork is so insane.
Doesn't even interest me. Doesn't even interest me. Like, I don't know why.
Just go to YouTube and have a look, man. Go to YouTube, have a look at Sork making PvP. Yeah, it's so insane.
But like Warrior, man, look, have you seen that thing? Like the way they dash and slash and fuck people up with it. I love it.
It's pretty good, I have to say.
Well, yeah, I might have to watch more sort of videos of Awakening. I've only watched a couple. But I just love the Warrior Awakening. This is why I'm thinking my next class that I level is probably going to be a Warrior. Just so that I can get that Awakening when it comes out, because I'm so excited to do that.
The cool thing about Warriors, like I would say when the Awakenings come out, is they're very tanky. Like very, very tanky if you know what you're doing, if you can block. And then you have your Awakening, which is pretty sick, like when it comes to damage, right? So you have like a mix between both damage and tankiness, which is really cool. So I like that, for sure.
Yeah, man, it will be interesting when they bring them all out on EU to see like how much PvP will change. See which classes become very powerful and everything, and compared to maybe what wouldn't have been so good before. Because as it stands right now, Berserkers don't really kill jack shit at the moment, but with the hand cannon,
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Let's see what else we've got. What do you guys think on future boss mechanics like Zaka Breath of Mechanics, so you have to know certain bosses and their patterns? what do you mean by that specifically? Because there are boss mechanics for every boss that's out in the game. None of them are face roll. Yes, you can face roll them, but you're going to die a lot if you face roll bosses. With Zaka, have you done Zaka EU?
I've done it a couple of times, yes.
Okay, and did you do Zaka Korea, yeah?
I think like 2 times or 1 time.
Okay.
I don't know.
You probably can't remember as well as I can. Because you know that breath of darkness he does, like the breath in front of him?
I do not.
Oh man, okay, you really haven't done it that much. Okay, he does this breath thing where he basically one-shots you. Everyone has to run behind the pillars.
Okay.
And on Korea, now I can't remember because it's been so long since I've been on there, but I was fairly sure he did it in a 360-degree cone.
Okay.
And on EU, he only does it in front of him. Now, I can't remember if I'm right or if I'm going insane, but I was hoping you'd be able to say, oh yeah, it was like that. I'll ask Andros, he played.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Nah, it's cool, it's cool.
Alright.
I like that there are boss mechanics. I'm still sure we're fucking it up somehow, because I'm sure there's some way to tank the bosses with taunts and everything, but it seems like the boss gets interested in the person for about 1 second, then goes, nah, I'm going to go back to lobbing rocks at random people now.
Yeah, it's pretty random right now.
Yeah, I'm sure there is a way to do it. I'm sure we're just fucking it up. One day, I'm sure we'll figure it out, you know?
One day.
Yeah, one day. What do I think about the marketplace prices? Many prices seem much too low for the resources or demand an item has. Yeah, that's actually something I've ranted about a couple times before. I don't know. Do you use the market very much? Do you do many of the life skills or anything?
I don't do any life skills at all.
Are you going to start?
But I have some knowledge. I'm going to start alchemy, I think.
Yeah, join the alchemy club.
Right.
I'll have a guide out that in the next couple of days. There you go.
All right, good to know.
Sell out.
It's all good.
But as it stands at the moment, you can't make a profit on most things on the marketplace as it stands because of the tax rate being so harsh and everything. And because obviously when items are listed at the max price or something, the highest possible price you can list them up goes up, doesn't it? So
right.
You can sell them.
I mean, like not too fast, but it does.
Yeah. Because it's been such a short time since the game was released, certain items are worth fuck all. So to make money on certain items is pretty much impossible. Like, you can't really make money or next to jack fuck all money on harvesting raw materials because the beer that your workers need to consume to gather those materials costs pretty much as much as it would to get the raw materials from, the actual nodes themselves.
Okay.
So at the moment, it seems like the prices are too low to be valid for a lot of things.
I've looked at the expensive prices. For example, accessories like witch earrings, mark shadows, ogre rings, and from what I've seen comparing it to Korea, those prices are pretty much the same.
Yes,
but
they
for
are.
the resource, I'm not sure.
So the thing is,
right.
Sorry to cut you off. The thing is, right, here's a really good example. You know the extraction gems that you use as a ranger?
Yes.
Okay, so I can make them in alchemy. So I went out and I did a little research, and I totted up the prices that I need for each material for it and everything. Do I have my notepad open with it? I think I've got it and all written down. I think I might have deleted it because it made me so angry. Extraction gem. Here we go. Okay, so the extraction gems sell for 200, 300k, I think, at the moment. Let's have a look. Extraction. Yeah, 260k. 260k. Maximum price 300k. Let's say 300k. You sell them for 300k, okay?
All right.
And there is a demand for them. I know there is because they get insta-sniped when they come up on the marketplace. My problem is I can get more money from selling the raw materials than I could if I crafted it. I actually lose money by making that gem with my alchemy. And
that is very awkward.
Yeah.
To know.
So that's why no one really sells them, because why would I take a 50k hit when I could just sell the materials? It just doesn't.
If that's true, they have to really work on that because it kind of defeats the purpose of having these gems. No one's gonna make them,
yeah.
Which makes no sense to me.
Because I'd love to make crystals to make money. I'd love to be like, oh yeah, I'll make extraction gems. I'll take the extraction gem market and flood the market with them and everything and push the price up for inflation. Nope, can't do that because I actually lose 50k per craft, and that just doesn't seem right to me. Now, I have no doubt that it will fix itself because I was talking to my mate Ted, who's on Korea, and he was like, oh no, those extraction gems are 1.5 mil on Korea.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, okay, well, when they eventually get up, it will be okay, but for now, yeah, it won't happen. Yeah, apparently mega inflation happened on Korea when they merged all the servers. Apparently it made everything go ridiculous in price after a week.
Okay, I see.
So that apparently is when memory fragment. No, sorry, not memory fragment. Ancient relic scrolls on Korea are about 800k each.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a big difference. I think like 300k right now, or
yeah.
Yes, 300k.
Yeah, and the books are about 1 million each on Korea. So yeah, we will hit that point if they merge the servers. Everything will become crazy expensive. So yeah. But I'm trying to think. Have you got any more questions?
Yes, I'm sitting here. What do you think about the problems Mediah are having with world bosses and getting one shots versus range being able to DPS with virtual impunity?
Yeah, I mean.
So I'm guessing he's saying Mediah is having a hard time against world bosses compared to rangers, and like ranged like witch wizard. It's a good thing for me because I'm a ranger, but I can definitely understand like Mediah having a problem with that. 100%.
The thing is,
I feel like that's normal. It's mechanics. Mediah's gonna have a hard time compared to ranged. So.
But you say that, man. I don't know about you, but in my guild and in my allies guild, pretty much melee get all the loot every time, ever. I mean, until very recently, we've actually had some wizards and rangers start getting loot, but we have multiple sorks who have like 5 Libertos now and all this stuff because yeah, it's insane. Which is fine. And we were talking about this yesterday, actually. I was talking about this yesterday with my stream and everything. And some people were saying, oh, you know, well, witches get all the loot in my guild. I'm like, really? Okay, well, I don't see that. And they're like, oh, rangers get all the loot. I'm like, really? Not in our case. Sorks get all of ours. So, yeah, I appreciate that melees have a hard time and they do die a lot. But it's not like they're getting fucked out of loot. At least in my experience. But
I think it comes down to your player skill, to be honest. If you're a good ranger, you will do good damage. So,
yeah.
I know. It comes down to many things, really. But in general, like, Melee's gonna have a hard time trying not to die, you know? So, it's just normal how it goes in MMOs, I guess.
And it's like there's a Nihilum person. I've just got a whisper from Cal, who's a member in Nihilum, saying, we have a Valkyrie with 11 belts and 19 Libertos.
Alright.
So, like, melee do get loot. You do get loot. But if you've got shit gear and everything, then yeah, you are gonna get one shot every time without fail. So, and yeah, the thing is melee have a much better time. Someone else has just said, have a much better time doing back attack damage because they can just run through the boss around the back, whereas we as ranged have to run all the way round and arc around the back of the boss.
That makes sense.
So it's a lot harder for us to get back damage. And if you couple that together with the elixirs you can get, then damn man, you're doing a lot of fucking damage. A lot of damage. I mean, we down the tree bosses now. It used to take us like 15-20 minutes to down the tree boss. But now everyone's like 55 when they were using elixirs and shit. We down him in like 6 minutes. And then
wait, what?
He's dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that is very fast.
We get stuck on our channel locks, like, every time without fail. We're all, like, standing around being like, fuck, man, we've got 7 minutes left on our channel lock. So this is what I mean, man. We don't PvP for them, though, normally, do we?
I see. It's kind of sad, though.
Well, because we get free loot, I guess.
I know.
So.
Yeah, but that's the good thing. But at the same time, like, PvP is where it's at. So having PvP, robots and such, just, you know, like, part of the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like killing bosses so fast and waiting for channel switches, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Someone said, can you talk about the Ranger Awakening? Do you have the Ranger Awakening on Korea?
I do, but I have like 2 skills or 3, so not too much.
Oh
I guess.
Man, OP.
But I've done some research and I've heard and I've seen that they're good in different things. So comparing the Sork or comparing the Ranger Awakening to, for example, a Sork Awakening, it's very different. For a Ranger, you're gonna get like mobility, you're gonna get buffs,
don't they get
some
a grip,
stunts,
a grab
iframes. Well? I'm not sure about the grab, but I know like iframes, so there's good things, but it's nothing crazy like, for example, having a Sork Awakening, because Sork Awakening, comparing it to, for example, Ranger Awakening is a lot better. But then again, having your basic build, your main build as a Ranger, which is like your bow, I guess, it is very strong by itself, which kind of, you know, balances it out, comparing it to, I would say, a warrior, because warriors have little damage to, if you know how to combo as a warrior, you can do good damage. If you don't know how to damage, you're gonna have like a hard time. So I feel like it's good. The Ranger Awakening is good, but compared to others, it's not the best, that's for sure.
I just like the sound the daggers make when you attack with them.
I see.
That's the only thing I know about Rangers Awakening. The daggers make a cool sound.
Oh, you might as well make a Kunoichi or Ninja, pretty much. Same sound.
Oh, do they? Oh, sick. Yes. Oh, see, now I want to play it. Now I want to play them just for that sound. Just turn it up to max and just play the entire. It's fucking sick. Let's have a. I think. What's the best basic tier 6? See, look, horse questions here in my stream, man. I love it. 120.
Let me try this one.
127% is the answer to that question. The best tier 6 you can get with.
Yeah, that's so good.
I know.
What do you think of high-level crafting and its importance in late game progression? Is it something I need to get going ASAP like alchemy, because we have heard it's almost needed for PvP in Korea, where everyone runs buffs? Right. In my opinion, yes, very important, because like comparing people right now, if you have shitty APDP, comparing it to someone who has really good APDP, you're gonna have a hard time, or you're gonna have no chance at all killing that person. When it comes to having like a full list of buffs on your character, because otherwise you won't do too many, I guess you're gonna get movement speed, you're gonna get like max attack speed and crits and such depending on your class. So I think it's very important later on, definitely. And having things like alchemy maxed out, being able to make good buffs for yourself is a good thing, but you can always go ahead and buy them later on. So that's a possibility.
Yeah. Also, going on from that, remember, right, so I've had a shit ton of people coming in my stream and saying, oh my god, I need to start alchemy. How do I start alchemy? What do I do? What do I do? Because I started doing it about a week ago, and I think I'm at like professional 6 now in alchemy or something. And it's like, no, you don't all need to do alchemy. Like, yes, by all means, if you want to do alchemy, do alchemy. But at the moment, yeah, okay, there are barely any alchemy stones or barely any elixirs of, you know, frenzy or demi-human hunting or any of that. There's not really many of them up on the marketplace at the moment. But in time, there will be thousands of them. So if you don't want to do alchemy, don't force yourself into doing it. Make the money how you enjoy and then buy what you want. Alchemy stones are a massive gamble anyway. Like, I've been lucky-ish. I'd say I've dumped about 5 mil into my stone and it's worth about 12 mil now. So,
alright, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for me it's been good, but I know people who have dumped in 50 mil and got jack shit out. So,
RNG.
Yeah, hard RNG. So, yeah, I also know someone who got a stone yesterday by pure luck. It was yellow on the first try, and then it upgraded 2 levels in a row without a single fail. So, from about $1 million investment, he made 95 mil. Like, it does happen.
Holy crap.
But he's now pretty much wasted all that money trying to do more alchemy stones. It's gambling, man. It's straight up gambling, alchemy stones.
That's the game, really. Because when you compare this to high-level enchanting, so plus 20 enchanting, whenever you enchant after plus 15, you're gonna like have a chance to go back to plus 15 or like go down, I guess, which makes enchanting after plus 15 a hard thing for sure. And enchanting after plus 15, you need to have different equipment or I guess materials. It's not the same like the regular blackstones. You need to have the enhanced ones, which are more expensive. So it comes down to RNG. Right, it's pretty expensive. But yeah, I know it's part of the game, RNG. So can't really complain too much for that.
I like RNG. I think I'm the only person that loves it. I love RNG. It's so exciting when something goes good, and it's so frustrating when something goes bad. I love it.
I like RNG when it's not paid to win RNG.
Yes. When everyone's on the same playing field and they have to go through the same shit. Yes, exactly. Yeah. If they go, oh, if you buy this, it gives you 50% increased chance to successfully enchant, I'll be like, bullshit.
Coming from Arcade,
Get the red charm stones.
Oh god, please stop. It's so bad.
Oh no, yeah, as long as I don't do that in this game, we'll cushy.
Right.
But in terms of the enchanting, you can't fail to plus 16. Well, you can fail to plus 16, but you won't downgrade past plus 15. But then 16 to 17, apparently they changed that on Russia recently, according to someone I spoke to earlier today, and you can't drop below plus 17 now.
Okay, from what I've heard, like you are able to go down to plus 15. I'm not sure if it's true. Is what I've heard.
No, on career it is. Yeah, on career it was.
Right.
But apparently on Russia now they changed it very recently, so that it just sounded weird when he was telling me that. I was like, really? Like what? Yeah, apparently. But
that's the thing for us. Like we can't really expect things to happen the same way. We can kind of figure and guess and have our own opinions really. But what I think is when that comes into an ANU, where we have to, you know, be careful when enchanting after plus 15 because we can go back down to plus 15. That's a very, you know, RNG heavy thing. So if they change that, it would be cool, I guess. But if they don't, then at the same time, that would be fine. We'll have to see, really. Like, I think if the whole forum goes crazy and starts crying, you know, we can change it. Or, like, the developers will change it for us. So it really depends what we're going to have, really.
Wait. Oh, they changed it in Korea. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to do some research on that because I'm quite interested to see what happens with that. what's supposed to be the best awakening classes? I mean, they've all got their ups and downs. The only one that I know that people weren't very happy with when they first came out, I don't know if they changed it, was the Tamer Awakening. That was the only one I knew people weren't particularly happy with in terms of what it did for the class. Now, whether people's opinions changed on it, I don't know, but a lot of people weren't too pleased with how it worked. So, yeah.
I know a couple Tamers who played the Tamer Awakening, and they tell me it's good and bad combined, so I'm not sure exactly, but same for every Awakening. Like, every Awakening is good in different things. So, for example, having the Berserker Awakening, it's a very AoE-heavy Awakening. So, if you're looking at GVGs or Node Wars and such, a Berserker with Awakening is going to be very strong.
Yeah.
So, it really depends on what you're looking for. Then having a Ranger Awakening, I've heard very, very negative things, and also good things, so it depends, really.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, cool. I think we've how long have we been speaking for? Quite a while now, haven't we?
Not sure about.
Yeah, it's been about an hour. We've been about an hour.
All right.
I like to keep it to sort of like around an hour. So, let's just shamelessly plug you for anyone that's not watching this now and is going to watch it on YouTube. Boys and girls, if you haven't already, do check Pr0Digit out. He is a Black Desert Ranger streamer. He does stupidly long streams all the time. So if you guys are looking for a new streamer that you want to check out, you want to learn how to play Ranger a bit, he's very helpful, gives advice to pretty much anyone who asks. I will put his YouTube. You have a YouTube channel as well, don't you? You've done some Ranger guides too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I've done some Ranger guides. Nothing professional, but it's informational or informative,
yeah.
I guess. Right.
So
yes.
yeah, I will drop his YouTube. I will drop his Twitch in the description below when I put the video up on YouTube.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say. Koya, was there anything you wanted to drop out?
No, man. Thank you for the interview, or like the interview, I guess the Q&A about Stout or video in general. It's really cool to like talk and think about what's gonna happen. So thank you.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, it's been good fun. I will. I'm sure I'll speak to you very soon.
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right, take it easy, man. Peace.
Take care, man. Peace.
Bye.